Thank you, Adam, for the introduction. Like you said, my name is Carl Joseph. I'm here to speak about capoeira and community in general. In the capoeira community, my name is Mosego. I've been doing capoeira since about early 2000s. From my first day in capoeira, I was part of the capoeira community, whether I realized it or not. I think the good place to start is talking about a brief history of capoeira in general. Capoeira is considered by most an Afro-Brazilian martial art, but it was never existed outside of Brazil prior to it existing in late 1600s, early 1700s. It was created by native Brazilians and the enslaved Africans that came together, and though they couldn't speak us the language, they developed something to break their oppression. Under that oppression, the enslaved people were empowered themselves by creating a philosophy and body movement and fortitude and spirituality that was an amalgam of all the things that they brought to the table. They developed this intention of fighting back by hiding and embracing their culture in a way that is underappreciated. So the result is a martial art that is an amalgam of heritage, development, and culture that is now capoeira. As time moved forward, the strength and effectiveness of capoeira was started to be seen by the powers that be at the time, which quickly made it illegal and being thought of as nothing done by like thugs and so forth. But that only made the community aspects about capoeira tighter. They made people come together in a way, in a less spoken fashion, to like help them proceed. Eventually, there were people that came together in like the upper class that acknowledged the beauty and elegance and lifted the band on it. And the first academy was opened by a gentleman known as Master Bimba. And the stigmas were lifted because he was now teaching the upper class. As it went forward, community was a huge aspect about it, raising us up in like moments of triumph and moments of failure, because like anything else is you're gonna fail more than you succeed. So eventually, as you succeed and like overcome these triumphs, you start to look back at where you came from, and in that you pull people forward and to move forward. Like you pull people forward in like those moments. And my teacher was one of those people. Like he came and first master to ever settle in Philadelphia. He helped start Brazilian Day Philadelphia. Like New York and some other cities had a Brazilian Day, but years in, he cultivated a journey that led to there being a Brazilian Day Philadelphia. He poured his knowledge and heart out and brought us around the world to train and do workshops and share his vision of capoeira. As it went on, he gave out something that created a community that was supporting in moments of triumphs and moments of failure and growth and love. So it went from a group of just 10 people that he talked to multiple different groups, not even his own, in Philadelphia area, all just doing, people travel from Brazil and Japan all just to come to Philadelphia for Brazil Day. It made a world community. It was an access point that I got through this martial art form between music, presence, social activity of doing fundraisers and stuff, and learning to get over like my awkwardness in different ways, not counting currently. And you go forward and you realize how much of a journey. And if not for that, I would have never even met my wife or had the courage to propose to my wife. So living into that moment, it was a big deal to me to acknowledge community and acknowledge this art form that brings my passion, but more so brings my love of understanding people and learning situations. So when I created my offshoot from my teacher who supports me, community became a big aspect about it, because I believe wholeheartedly that community supports the mind, body, and spirit of an individual, and subsequently that individual and that support goes back to the community and supports that, so that we all can grow together. And that's the goal, is just to raise each other up. We can't do it by ourselves, and we can only do it as a unit.